Hello Rafikis of God and Dying Veneer. Welcome to my channel. It's been a while. The face you're seeing today in the voice is that of I have not had a cup of coffee yet, but I am in the process, so just give it a few seconds. It's gonna kick in anytime soon. So the weather today is very gloomy, like you can see. We have extremely gloomy weather yesterday and today, and as you know, it's winter. Winter comes with a lot of snow, but in Iceland, winter comes with a lot of harsh wind, lots of cold, and also sometimes some rain, like you can see now. I love winter. I really love winter. Basically because almost everything just dies. It's not that I like death, I don't, but it's the point of slowing down and, you know, catching a breath and trying to recharge so that you can have energy for the summer. So I love that. I love also, my favorite color is white. I love white, and this whole place is usually white, and it looks beautiful for me. It looks beautiful when the whole, you know, out when you're driving and you just see few trees and everything is white. The ground is white. It looks pure. It has a sense of purity. It has sometimes just quiet. There aren't a lot of people as well, so I love that. The thing I don't like about winter, especially in Iceland, is when there is a snowstorm. That's ugly. And also when there is too much snow that you cannot drive around and you get stuck. But of course, the hibernating point of it is usually beautiful, amazing when you're just at home with a cup of cocoa or hot chocolate. Winter is just that weather that you hate it, but you love it. But anyhow, that said and done, when it's this gloomy, my mind always takes me to some of my escapades I have had, and those are like holidays. Now, being a mother means that you have to have holidays most of the times with your kids. You have to pick your people that you have bathed and go with them. So of course, there are a few pointers that you automatically changes. You don't have the luxury of going and just basking on the sun in the sauna or just taking hours or doing nothing because you have kids. So you have to entertain them. You have to choose your hotels very well. Think hotels that are baby friendly, location. You have to choose activities that you're going to take your kids through, something that it's not going to take them on overdrive, something that will not be boring, but something that they will enjoy as well and have something to talk about. One of these places that I went to recently, and that I'm thinking about because of this harsh weather, was Portugal. You had me right. So capital of Portugal is Lisbon, and we were both in Lisbon and in the south of Portugal. But in Lisbon, I know a lot of people don't like the city. The city provides also a few things. I personally am not a fan of the city, but sometimes I can stay there for some few days. Here's the thing. In Lisbon, I decided to check out a place called Oceanário de Lisboa. This is, I think, the biggest aquarium there is in Europe. I beg to be corrected. Probably I am wrong, but I think from my eyes, this was the biggest. And it was also amazing. My kid had a lot of fun and I got to learn a lot. I got to appreciate nature. There is something about life. Human beings are one of the most selfish creation there is, but there is more to life. And when you see the different species there is in life and how there are too many others living in this world, both in the sea and on earth, you get to appreciate just life. You get to appreciate nature. You get to want to try and take care of your habitat and the other species around your habitat, and that's just not humans only. So I got to experience the beauty of the aqua life. Now, the Oceanário de Lisboa is an aquarium, and you have to pay. Infants don't pay, but babies from 3 years to 11 they pay, and then adults the others. So give or take could be between 30 to 50 euros for entrance. They do not allow you to get in with drinks. So I had like my baby's milk and another one had juice, and they're like, yeah, no, because accidents can happen. So they do not accept that. But of course, I had to talk my way and just make sure that I don't feed them while we are walking, and put them in a stroller in a place where it cannot accidentally sleep. The first place you go is this place where you have this mini aquarium, you know, the enclosed glass, and they have a lot of small tiny fishes and different species. In every place you go, they tell you about the fish you're seeing, or the mammal or animal you're seeing, and about their feeding, their habitats, their lifespan, yada yada, all those. I was not paying attention to any of that. I'm gonna confess, I was just too busy looking at the beauty of all that there is in this world. I was amazed and in awe. So I was not paying attention to what is what or who or where. In fact, the only thing I did was fight with my kids about who Mimo was when we saw those ones. So apparently I need to do a little bit of learning in there with Disney. But yeah, so the first place you go to is where there is like enclosed glass and small fishes, and you get to see different ones. They're looking beautiful, but they were small, so for me it was like, this is not it. And then the next place you go to is now this visual place where there's like rooms on rooms. They're dark, and they have a lot of you know, this visual glass thing, and there's different kind of big fish like whales, dolphins, sharks. So they have all these other huge, the big boys of the ocean. So I get to experience the big boys of the ocean. You get to feel the sound. So this is not live, of course, this is recorded, but you get to experience the sound of the ocean when you're down there. You get to see them just passing around. It is dark, so it was magical. It was beautiful. You can lose each other over there, but your eyes need to adjust a little bit. Anyhow, so that was kind of fun. Not so much for me, but seeing my child smiling, laughing, and you know, getting all, it was nice. But also the sound for me was very good and very soothing. The sound of the ocean was amazing. But the visual part, it was just this is something I can Google. Now, for me, when we went to the next stage, then there is this huge place that looks like it has a jungle feel. It has a lot of trees, and it has the ponds, and it has like the ocean life. The highlight was the jellyfish. I had never seen the jellyfish just there, and they have this rhythm of how they're swimming. They look like they have lights on them. There's this purplish feel and white, and both purple and white are my colors. The jellyfish, and the fact that I think when they pass on, nobody feeds on them, so knowing that there is no prey that is going to prey on them was really nice. But the jellyfish was just it for me. I just stayed there for a while and sat there and just looked at them, and it was very therapeutical. But there are different other species, like I said, different other fish. We saw the starfish, we saw some other ones that looks like bats. You saw different. My au pair and my husband were definitely trying to see and learn about them, but I wasn't, because I was too busy with my baby and too busy making sure I am seeing everybody around, and also just admiring what I can admire. But yeah, my kid enjoyed it. And you go to different places, you see these ones. There are some that looks like carts or something, but they are like fish and they're swimming. Anyhow, it was amazing to experience the life of the ocean, and it was also very nice to know that we can protect the ocean life. So, and I took part a little bit in protecting it, not so much, it wasn't a big difference, but at least I took part in it. And also teaching my child that early, because like I said, I am learning all these things now, but my kid gets to learn them when she is younger. So teaching my kid the importance of taking care of wildlife and nature, for me, is something that I'm very proud of for myself. Because the only thing I know about fish is eating them, you know. I don't even know how to fish them. I just know how to eat them in my mouth. Anyhow, knowing that my child gets to know how the importance of life and the different type of fish and what to look out for, what not to look out for, what to run from, was amazing. The whole experience for me was amazing. Now, the Oceanarium Aquarium has lots of restrooms, which is like washrooms, so, and all of them have baby changing places, so this was really nice. It has about 2 or 3 restaurants. That was also amazing. And they do buffets, so when you have a kid, it is easier to go to any of those and grab yourself some snacks or grab yourself some food. The views were amazing, of course. The weather was beautiful, even though we were running away from winter, but still in Portugal it was beautiful. What am I gonna say? So I'm gonna take you through to you know, just have an idea of how our holiday went through in the Oceanarium, so that we can think about it when we are dealing with this weather. That's not pretty. Anyhow, yeah, sometimes you get to appreciate places that you have visited for a few days. We were there for 2 weeks, so you appreciate places you've been for a few days, and then when you go back home, also you see the differences and the diversity of life, of just weather, and we're in the same world but different surroundings. It's different. Anyhow, I love my country. I love where I am. I cannot change it, but of course I can always visit other places, admire them, and also teach my children that they can, you know, just go wherever they want to go and see everything that is different, and then later on in life settle where they want to settle or do what they want to do. So yeah, if you have kids and you want a place to visit, and if it's a city life, then Oceanarium Aquarium, oh, they have telecabins. They have telecabs, and so you can imagine experiencing life in the under the sea, and then you go up and you're like flying like the birds, and you're looking at all these small people, and you know, experiencing the building from an aerial view. Guys, it's like having the best of 2 worlds together. So yeah, they have telecabs. You can decide to only purchase the aquarium ticket, otherwise you can just do the aquarium, then just go its next building, and then you go to the telecabs. Anywho, a lot of talking. Go with me and we experience a little bit of some marine aqua life. This is the Oceanário in Lisbon. So it's in Lisbon, Portugal. It has the aquarium life and the telecabins. Like you can see, my child really liked it. So there is the second floor, and then there is the third floor that has a lot of the aquarium life, but on 3D, and they have some sound. It was amazing. It was magical, you guys. I went here with my family. The tickets should be 0 for infants, and about 20 euros from any child from 3 years, and probably about 30 to 40 euros for adults. So yeah, I paid for my 3-year-old and the adults, but the nature was amazing. They have the indoors and the outdoor. The animals are beautiful. We were just looking at all this nature and all these animals and wondering at how they're living, coexisting. And yeah, it felt like we were in a different place, to be very honest. It had like a jungle vibe, but also it had like the under the sea kind of vibe. At some point here, we were actually arguing whether we saw Mimo or not. And yeah, I got to see for the first time, I got to see some different kind of fish, like I have no idea which fish this is. Yeah, but there is this jellyfish. I got to see that for the first time, and it was just amazing seeing how they they swim and how they coexist. Of course, they are not put in the same place, otherwise they will be, you know, eating each other up. But yeah, if you want a place that is relaxing, fun for the kids, they also get to have different places where they show you they have like something that they show you what kind of fish that is, how they live, their habitats, what they eat. Well, guys, it's been a long time I was there, so this is just like a memory recap. But and definitely I might have forgotten some of these things, but I still remember the magic that was this place and how my child kept on just being happy. So yes, these are the jellyfish. This is the word I was looking for. I kid you not, I have mommy brain right now, but these are the jellyfish. They are the only fish that, you know, when they pass on, they just become water. I think nobody feeds on this jellyfish. I'm not sure what they feed on. I was told this, but yeah, I was too busy admiring the way they were, how they looked like, the way they were swimming. It felt like they were also luminous, like they were having some lights on. Then of course we have the telecabin, still in the same premise but just on a different place. And yes, we also experienced that. The telecabs are I think you have to pay for them, and then at the end of the play, from where you're starting from, you will end up being dropped in that different place unless you want to come back. And while there, you can take a photo, or they do take a photo when you're starting up, and you can choose to either pay for the photo and have it. We took ours, or you can decide to just leave it there and they destroy it. But yes, this is another magical enjoying the skies. So we got to enjoy the underwater life, and we also got to enjoy the skies, and in the skies and looking at all the small people. Yeah, there are small people, but overall it was the best aqua life I have experienced. And it also has restaurants, and it has feeding places. It's just a place that you would want to check out when you are with your family. So I hope you enjoy this, and it was just a snippet. See ya.